Let me get the YouTube live. Multitasking. And the YouTube is connected. Beautiful. Good. And let me get my TokTik lives. TikTok. Save and go live. And TikTok. TikTok usually instantly. YouTube's been really nice over the last little while. I think they've done some updates for some of their multi-stream and stuff. It just works every time now, which is great. So we should see the Slowpoke evolve into a Slowking, and Flame should see the Scyther evolve into a Scizor. These are both shiny Pokemon as well. And there is what a shiny Slowking looks like. Which, I definitely do want to go hunt for one of those guys. And we send this guy back, because now I have a Slowking, he is my Scizor, and then we just trade them back to each other, because we're the original trainers, the OTs. Literally a thing. Rudy, don't you even try me, bro. I will smack you so hard you'll enjoy it, okay? You will enjoy it. And we trade it back. No more Dragon Ball Minecraft? Bro, honestly, such a waste of my money. Such a waste of my money. I regret, like, I've wasted 10 quid on so many things. That is probably one of my big regrets. God, do not buy the Dragon Ball Minecraft DLC. It's so bad. And there we go. We now have our shiny Scizor. Yeah, we now got our shiny Scizor, and now Flame has a shiny Slowking. And of course, I am the original trainer on it, because I caught it, traded it, and just traded it back. There is our shiny Scizor. I am a big fan of Scizor. Ooh, he's a shiny boy. Look at him. God damn. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we need to give him the Scissorite, which does sound like a sexual move. And that's because it is. It is a sexual move. We're going to Scissorite our Scizor. Do I have the Scissorite? Mr. Scissorite, where are you? I don't have all of the Mega Stones as of right now, so I might not actually have it. Let's see. Hey, Scissorite, which literally does sound like something. Yay, Scissorite. Do I have maximum Mega Energy so we can just... Oh, we do. And... Oh no, my Starmie is still Mega'd. I love Starmie, man. He's so good. Oh, big fan of shiny Starmie, man. Yeah, we need to let your Mega run out so we can get we can Mega Scissor and see what he looks like. I know what he looks like, but I haven't seen a shiny variation of him, so I'd like to see that. Yeah. Yeah, I wish Scizor was more shiny, because a lot of the metal Pokemon have been updated in this game. Metagross, super metallic-y. Steelix, super metallic-y. What other metal Pokemon? Pretty much all the Pokemon that are metal typing are proper like fucking stainless steel, like shiny, like the polished steel. They look so good. I was hoping Scizor was also going to get that effect. He doesn't really. He still is. He's very matte, so he doesn't have that same kind of shine to him that I was hoping for. But his colors look amazing. They're popping, so like whatever. But like we look at Metagross, for example. Like look at that boy. Like you literally can see the light reflect off of him. Like, that's a proper piece of stainless steel right there. So yeah, I was hoping Scizor was gonna also have the same thing, but I guess he's more bugged than steel. I guess that's that. Feels bad. Right, back to shiny hunting. So the Pokemon we're shiny hunting for are in Wild Zone 16. So, as a normal intellectual, I'm gonna fast travel to Wild Zone 5. Because it's literally the best way to get shiny versions of those Pokemon, because they spawn directly behind you. The Ampharis, right there. The Fruki, already spawned and you're within that 50 meters. If I travel to Wild Zone 16, The Fruki is not in distance, and the Ampharis is absolutely not. The Fruki spawns. I have to take a few steps forward to make the Fruki spawn in, and the Ampharis is all the way in the back. He is not spawning in. So if we fast travel to Wild Zone 5, it actually spawns us closer to the Pokemon we're actually looking for. Right there like that. So for these guys here, it's a simple fast travel method. Open your menu, press forward, fast travel to Area 5, do that and repeat. Easy peasy. That's it. With the Ampharis, if he is a shiny, we'll hear it instantly. With the Fruki, we will have to visually inspect it. We will not be able to get any audible cues from this distance, because the shiny Pokemon don't make a sound until they're like 10, 20 yards away. Something like that. Yeah. Don't forget checking Wild Zone 5. This is true, yeah, because when I'm fast traveling here, any Pokemon in a 50-meter radius does have a chance of being a shiny. So yeah, having a quick little peek in here definitely wouldn't hurt, including rooftops. Anything that's within 50 meters of where I'm traveling to. Because there is Bellsprouts over there that might be within the 50 radius. And then, is this the area that has the Houndooms in it? No, it's not, but there's Pidgeys and... Isn't there like a Alpha? Oh. I just heard a shiny spawn in. Now that is just funny. That is just funny. So this is going to be a duplicate shiny. So any duplicate shinies, I'm going to catch in a Premier Ball. That way I know I can trade them to viewers. So I usually match a shiny Pokemon to their Pokeball. I'm that kind of guy. Some people will catch all their Pokemon in one type of a Pokeball. Some people will color match their Pokemon. And some people just catch everything in an Ultra Ball and they don't really give two fucks in there. For me, I like the shiny match as close as possible, or have some form of aesthetical matching in some way. Is there another shiny? Bro, I think we have a shiny up on the roof. One sec. Let me move away and move back. That was like right as we picked up that item off the ground. I'm pretty sure there's another shiny up there. So we'll go have a look. But basically, if I get any duplicate shinies, I only need one of a shiny Pokemon. So I'm going to catch them in a Premier Ball. That way, when I go into my boxes and I see a shiny Pokemon in Premier Ball, I know I have more than one of them. And I can just give them away to people that maybe want that shiny. Me, personally, I like to be the original trainer on every shiny Pokemon I catch. So I never really want other shinies from other people. But some people don't give a fuck. Okay, now if we're unlucky, the shiny is a daytime only shiny. So let me have a quick look. We're gonna fast travel away, come back, and see if we hear the shiny sound. Okay, well, whatever it is, we're in distance of it. Looks like it's more up this way. So not making a difference if it's daytime or not. Let me just have a quick look just in case. Yeah, it's up on the roof. All right, around we go. So, yeah, we've had 2 shiny Pokemon in this area. Thank you very much, Wayne, for reminding... Is that a different shiny, or was that the shiny that triggered for us earlier on? We're going to catch in Luxury Ball, because it's got some, like, goldishy brown on it, and when he evolves, he's brown. Okay, I don't know if that was another shiny Pokemon or not. Let me just check, because it made the sound when we ran up to there, and that was definitely out of the distance. It might have just been him, and he just took a minute to trigger, because we didn't get the shiny sound when we walked up here. So it might have just been him. I still do want to go and check the roof, but it just triggered from some distance away. I think we can get onto the roof quicker from here, right? Seems too far away for that noise. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking, because when it originally triggered, I was like over by that building and he was all the way over here. I feel like that's way too far. And we did have that sound trigger at daytime and at nighttime. It definitely warrants a check. Oh, I gotta go down and around to get over onto that rooftop, don't I? Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. We gotta go underground to get to that one. I remember. Yeah, down and around to get to it. Let's go check it out. I do love just like random shinies that you're not hunting for. Even if it's a duplicate shiny that I already have, I don't mind. That's just more shiny Pokemon for me to use for like wagers or stuff like that. Because I do want to do shiny hunting battles against viewers and streamers. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Hello, everybody. I'm just here to go get on the roof, if I'm being honest with you. That's it. Yeah, I want to get up there and see what wins. Just have a quick little look. I have 4.5 boxes full of duplicate shinies, Gary. I need some home compatibility. That's a lot. That's a lot. How many of those are AFK shiny hunting? No shade or anything like that. Like, I do whatever the fuck you want. That's the method right now, right? But yeah, how many of those are like AFK shiny hunting? No, I guess it must have just been him. I guess it must have just been him. I guess it was just that Venipede. So that's why when I ran up the other side of the wall, we heard him. The first time, we were literally right on the other side of this wall. Second time, I had to run up a little bit further. And it's because he moves up and down in this area. Yeah, that's why we heard it in 2 different places. Okay. We've just gotten 3 random shinies in this area. So, obviously, you're brown and green when you're non-evolved. But when you are fully evolved up to Scolipede, what does a shiny Scolipede look like? Let's go have a look. So, and shiny. I don't know how to spell Scolipede. Close enough. I'm using it like a preview window right now, so I'm not even on my main monitor. Images, shiny Scolipede. Is that it? It's just... Oh, it's got the green bits on it. Is that actually accurate? Because I'm seeing a lot of different ones here. Like, a lot of different ones. That's Pokemon Scarlet and Violet by the looks of it. Red with, like, bluishy green. Then... Oh, and there's a Mega. Okay. Yeah, so he's got that little green offset instead. But still with that red. Okay. Okay, I like that. I like that. That's pretty cool. So, what Pokeball are we thinking? The Repeat Ball has circles on it. They're in yellow. And he does have circles on him, but they will be that bluishy, greenish color. But I am like, you know, the ball is red. He's red. He's got some black spots. And then it's got the yellow circles instead of the bluishy circles. I think that's kind of cool. I think we catch it in that, man. What's your catch rate off the rip? No problem. 80 to 100%. Blah! Thank you, Mr. Venipede. And Scolipede is actually a fucking sick Pokemon, man. Yeah, so if we didn't hug the wall, we wouldn't have heard that shiny. We wouldn't have came all the way over here. Nice. That's a shiny Pokemon that like I would genuinely use. You know, there's a good chunk of our shiny Pokemon that I have no interest in using. I just collect them for aesthetic reasons only, and they just look cool. Some we just randomly encountered, so I'm like, why would I not catch it? But he's a shiny Pokemon that I wasn't intentionally hunting for, but very happy with that. Yeah. Very happy with that. Is there any Pokeballs you don't have? Oh, yeah. There's tons of Pokeballs that you only get from, like, pre-order bonuses with, like, the DLC. I think there's a GameStop collaboration that gives you, like, 5 of each of the Pokeballs. You can buy most of the Pokeballs in the Pokeball Boutique. I'm running low on a few, so I should actually pick up some, so thank you for the reminder. And then there's rare Pokeballs that you can pretty much only get as rewards or from doing the Z8 Infinite Royale, which I guess you could also say are from rewards as well. So let's see. We get a few heal balls in our inventory just because pink. A lot of pink Pokemon. We got 20 of you already, 6 of you. Green with brown on it could work for some. 8 of you. We'll just top up a few of these while we're here. Dust balls, just great for catching Pokemon overall. Timer balls, we definitely need more timer balls. Red, black, and white looks great. Quick balls, I've only got 36 quick balls. I've just not been using quick balls in the last little while. Thank you. Repeat balls, yes please. They look great. Luxury balls, I'm on 7. We definitely want to bump that up by a little bit. And we're getting loads of premier balls too, so that's great. And then you can just buy premier balls straight up now, but we've over 100 of them. Okay, cool. No, I'm good, thank you. Just making sure my balls are all polished. Yeah, you heard what I said. You heard what I said. Saved. Good. So yeah, we weren't even hunting for those Pokemon. We were hunting for the Ampharos and the Froakie behind us. And we got 3 random shiny Pokemon in Wild Zone 5, unintentionally. Well, alrighty then. Yeah. What's happening, pal? Yeah, well, alrighty then. Cool. Love that shit. There's some that only come from online as well. Oh, you can get some Pokeballs from online rewards. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I need to get some of my ranked matches and stuff going on. I've just been so busy with completing my Mabel's research and everything else. And then shiny hunting now. It's like, I'm like, I'll get around to that whenever. It looks pretty fun, but I'm like, whatever. Just press Turbo A and all you have to do is press plus. Huh? For fast traveling? For what? Repeat, please. Because it doesn't lock into Wild Zone 5. I have to push forward every single time. Yeah, because it doesn't hover over Wild Zone 5. Am I missing something? Is that what you're talking about? If you Turbo A, you walk into Wild Zone 5? Oh, I get you. Okay. So that way my map is automatically on it already. Ah, okay. Yeah, let's... Okay. That saves me having to move my analog stick. I just press the plus button. Handy. I could literally just macro on the controller, so it opens the menu and automatically just moves the cursor to Wild Zone 5. But yeah, this saves me. All I got to do right now is just literally just press the pause button. Well, I just press the map button. Press the map button and it opens it up once we're in Wild Zone 5, because then it locks it on as my fast travel spot. Thank you, dude. Yeah, handy. Just saves having to line up my analog stick every single time. Again, I could literally macro the analog stick too, but effort. The only AFK stuff I've actually used this controller for was just finishing off I had like 420 battles I still had to do for my shiny charm. That's the only thing I actually used the macro for. Except for that, just... I've been here. I've been here the entire time. I don't like to do stuff off stream. I got an alpha shiny Froakie yesterday. All right. Very fucking nice, man. How many Froakies you on now? God. 1% chance from the Froakie here. 1% chance for it to be a shiny. Shiny and alpha? Ooh. 1% chance for it to be alpha, not 1% for it to be shiny. I feel like I just said the word shiny multiple times. I meant to say alpha. Well, shiny hunting. We're shiny hunting for the Ampharos and the Froakie right now. And we've got a few collateral Pokemon while we've been here. We've gotten 4 other shiny Pokemon. We've got the Flailings from the Wild Zone behind us, which is the Wild Zone that we're actually hunting in. And then we got 3 Pokemon from this area as well. We got a second Bellsprout. We got one of the, I forget what the bunny dude is called, but one of the rabbit characters. I forget his name. And then we also got whatever Scolopede's pre-evolution is. Got Chikorita and Hawlucha yesterday. Oh, Hawlucha. Only nighttime and on rooftop, so a little bit pain in the ass to hunt for. And then, of course, Chikorita. Beautiful, man. Rare spawn, right? In Wild Zone 20. Pain in the ass to get. Good shit, man. Good shit. While trying to get a second one for him yesterday, I got 3 Alpha Ampharuses. Damn. 3 Alphas. 3 shiny Ampharuses by the time you got 1 Furuki. I think I'm up to like 4 shinies all manual right now. Fuck yeah, man. Same. Every shiny I have has been me here playing. Every single one. Just got shiny Dratini. Yeah, Dratini's definitely on the list. Someone was telling me that there's supposed to be like, they called it a bridge method. And what from what I gathered from what they said was basically there's an area where Dratini can spawn in. We've seen like 2 different Dratinis on different rooftops. I don't remember I know where one of them is. But supposedly instead of fast traveling over and back, you're basically on another rooftop across from where the Dratini is, and if you run along a ledge, it will spawn in, and then if you run back across the ledge, it will unspawn it, and then you can just keep running up and down the ledge and forcing it to spawn in and out. And supposedly, I've had a couple people saying that's what they done to get their shiny Dratini. So, man might have to go get himself a shiny Dratini, cause Mega fucking Dragonite shiny. Oh yeah. But I think next on my list is an Eevee. I think we go for the rare spawn Eevee. Yeah. Hey, be honest. Is my PP small? I've seen smaller. I've seen smaller. Legit, the roof where you do a side mission for that person, and Dratini spawns there, and I bench methoded it. Bench method. But you say you catch all your Pokemon, Flame, and now you're saying you use a rubber band and a turbo controller. Stop lying to Post. Why are you lying to him? Get an Alpha Shiny Dratini. Fuck yeah, man. However, I've spent hours on Eevee and no luck. Yeah, the Eevee one I think is going to be a fun one. You got to just do the Wild Zone that's over to the right. Like, there's nothing really else you can do. There is an Eevee that can spawn in pretty much at the beginning of the game, but I think only for me, it's never respawned. So it is, let me see. After you get out of the tutorial and stuff, I think right here on this rooftop, this is where an Eevee can spawn in. But since I caught that Eevee, I don't think I've seen another one spawn in, because you could probably, from the distance here, you could probably just use this cafe truck on repeat. And that would maybe be within 50 meters. But since I caught the Eevee, I have not seen it respawn once. Don't know if it has an insane respawn time, if it's a one-time Eevee. No, because to my knowledge, every Pokemon respawns in the game. But I've went back to this location 3 or 4 times, just doing other stuff in the area, collecting shards and stuff like that. And the Eevee has never been there again. So I feel like that'd be a really good one to hunt for, because that's like a guaranteed. Well, it was there the very first time I went there. Maybe it's just a 1% spawn and I got lucky. But obviously the Eevees that are over in... Where do you spawn in? 19? The Eevees spawn in 19. There's 2 or 3 Eevees that can spawn in Wild Zone 19. But there's one that will spawn pretty much like exactly right here. So you can get it without even going inside Wild Zone. Sorry, it spawns right here. You can get it without even going into Wild Zone 19. There's one that can spawn here. So again, you can get it without even going inside Wild Zone 19. And then I think one can spawn here, and I've been told one can spawn over here, but I personally haven't seen any spawn over here. I've seen an Eevee here, an Eevee here, and an Eevee, I think, here? I've seen at least 3 spawns for Eevee in this area, but when you fast travel to Wild Zone 19, you spawn here. So at least 2 of them, you should be within distance of just fast travel spamming. Just fast travel spam on repeat. That should just be good enough. So that's probably what I would do for hunting it, unless that Eevee in that cafe area spawns back again. But anytime I went back into that area, I've looked and it has not been there for me any of the times. So I don't know. I think my first shiny charm hunt will be Pikachu for the Raichu Megas. Fair. And there's loads of Pikachus in what is it, like the second Wild Zone you ever go into? Is that the second Wild Zone? In one of the early Wild Zones. So yeah, like there's a good few of them. So that will not take you very long to get. There's like 4 or 5 Pikachus in there, man. You're good. There's probably like 2, and I'm over exaggerating. But you'll be able to get that bad boy fast. Real fast. But right now, we want the shiny Ampharos, and we want the Froakie. So just fast travel into Wild Zone 5. So the Froakie and the Ampharos are not in Wild Zone 5. But when you fast travel to Wild Zone 5, they're directly behind you. They're within spawn. So if I was to fast travel to Wild Zone 16, if I want the Ampharos to spawn in, I've got to go into the Wild Zone and run pretty much to the other side. Where if I fast travel to Wild Zone 5, the Ampharos is literally, I'm nearly touching the Ampharos where I am. So if we just keep doing Wild Zone 5 on repeat, then we're good, man. We are good. And that is close enough for the Froakie and the Ampharos to both be spawning in the same time. Like, we turn around, there's the Ampharos right there. And there's the Froakie right up there. Where if I was to fast travel to Wild Zone 16, I spawn all the way over there. And I actually have to take a few steps forward just to make the Froakie spawn in. So he doesn't even automatically spawn in. Yeah, fun little tip that was given to me yesterday, because we just started hunting for these guys pretty much last 20 minutes of yesterday's stream, so we didn't get a hunt here very long. But in the 20 minutes yesterday and about another 25 minutes today, we've gotten 4 random shinies from this area, so that's been pretty nice. Hey, what's happening live? Happy motherfucking Friday to yourself, Marsa. We hunting some Pokemon. Life, you play a lot of FPS games. Arc Raiders, you play any of it? I'm going to download it. I'm planning on streaming it this weekend. Yes. I'm going to be playing another game aside from Pokemon. I know. I might have done drugs recently. I don't know. I don't know what to say. But I'm planning on playing some Arc Raiders Saturday and Sunday. Have you played any? What's your thoughts? Can't you swap stones? I assume each of the Raichus do just use different stones, but if he wants to have both of the typings on his team, he could just be a huge Pikachu Raichu fan, so he might want to have each of the Raichus on his team at once. So he could have 2 Raichus, each holding each of the stones. Like, you could technically have 2 Charizards on your team, one with the Y stone and one with the X stone. You could totally do that. Like, if you want to have one of each typing. So maybe he just wants to do that. But yeah, you could totally just have one shiny Raichu and just swap the Mega Stones as you want. But maybe he's hardened it. Absolutely love the game. I played a bunch of Arc. Let's get some games in the Yam game, dude. I have no idea about... I've only seen clips and highlights of it. But it's looking fun. I've been told a lot of great things about it. So I was like, fuck it. I need me a shooter in my life. I was like, we're in the end game of Pokemon now. Right, I got some random missions to do. I got some shiny hunting to do. We're kind of waiting for the DLC now at this point. So I was like, good time for me to throw in some other games and then Pokemon in between. So yeah, I was planning on playing that this weekend. Picking up my Galaxy Flip 7 tomorrow. Oh yeah? What Fortnite skin do you get with it though? Please tell me they've actually done another collaboration on Die. And 19 Eevee will always spawn somewhere in the zone, even at night. Only issue is lots of Pokemon though. Yeah, that is a good thing. Day or nighttime doesn't make a difference, so that is great. But yeah, there's from my knowledge, there is at least 3 set locations where Eevee always spawns. It's always between the hedges, but supposedly there could be a 4th one, which would require you to run in and do a bit of a loop to make that final one spawn. So for just speed and optimization, it might be better to just ignore that one. We'll have to mess around with it. We're ideally going to be hunting that Eevee after these ones. Yeah. That's the game plan. I just need a phone upgrade. Had this one for 8 years. 8 years? What phone were you using, dude? Yeah, what fucking phone were you on that's 8 years old? God damn, that thing's lasted you. Good use. Fair. That's time for a phone upgrade then. Yeah. How many times do you have to do this? Until I receive the shiny Pokemon I want. Could be 5 times. Could be 5,000 times. Yeah, there's not do something X amount of times. This is the result. It's odds. Yeah, so we have the shiny charm right now, which makes it so any Pokemon that we encounter has a 1 in 1,025 chance of spawning. So imagine we have a 1,000-sided dice. That's the easiest way to explain it. Imagine I have a 1,000-sided dice, and if I land on 1, that Pokemon is a shiny. Every single time I fast travel, I roll that dice again. I roll it, landed on 500. Roll it, 69. Roll it again, 55. Roll it, 2. Roll it. So basically, every single time I fast travel, we're respawning in the Pokemon, and we're re-rolling the dice for a chance of it being a shiny. If we land on 1, it's a shiny. You could roll that dice 100 times, and it could land on a 1. That's what we call under odds. You could roll that dice 2,000 times, and it not be a shiny. And that's what we call over odds. So we have a 1 in 1,024 chance of it being a shiny. That does not mean if I do this 1,024 times, I get a guaranteed shiny. That's not how it works. You roll a dice every single time. So you can get that within seconds, within minutes, within hours, or you could be within days, depending. You could roll that dice and it may never land on 1. The odds of that happening are unlikely, but yeah, you got a 1,000-sided dice, you have a 1 in 1,000 chance of it landing on any of the numbers. That's how odds work. So some people think, 1 in 1,000, you just do it 1,000 times, you've gotten a guaranteed shiny. If you're lucky, you'll get it before that. You could be 2, 3, 4,000 resets in. These things happen. Incredibly unlikely with how the Pokemon spawn and the speed we can respawn them in this game. But that's the kind of easiest way I explain like odds to some people, because some people just think like, as I said, that 1 in 1,024. I do it 1,024 times. I'm going to get a guaranteed one either at that point or before that point. It could be well over. So yeah, I just basically say, imagine you got a 1,000-sided dice. Every time a Pokemon respawns, you roll that dice. The number lands on 1, it's a shiny. It lands on any other number, not a shiny. It's funky. It's crazy numbers to think about as well. And if you don't have the shiny charm, it's actually 1 in 4,096. Yeah. 1 in 4,096. So you now have a 4,096-sided dice. Every time you roll it, if it lands on 1, it's a shiny. It lands on any other number, it's not a shiny. That's full on shiny hunting. The shiny charm is a god saver. God. So good. So what you're saying is there's a chance. Oh yeah, just while we've been shiny hunting in this area, we've gotten 4 random shiny Pokemon. Now, every Pokemon has the exact same odds of being a shiny, but they were not the shiny Pokemon I were hunting for. I'm hunting for 2 specific ones behind me. So we got any Pokemon in the proximity has the exact same odds. So any of those 4 shiny Pokemon, that could have been the ones behind me. Unfortunately, it wasn't. Because it's any Pokemon that spawns in. And in this game, Pokemon will spawn in a 50-meter radius of you. So whenever I reload an area, like what I'm doing right now, every Pokemon within 50 meters of me, every single one of those respawns. Every single one. So there's quite a few Pokemon between this, because we're between Wild Zone 16, the top of Wild Zone 16, and the bottom of Wild Zone 5. So we're spawning quite a few Pokemon in. So us getting random shinies, very likely. As we've seen, we've gotten 4 and we basically gotten a random shiny every 10 minutes, which is kind of crazy. We just want 2 specific shinies. That one might take a while. Yeah, that one might take a while. Please excuse my pokey ignorance. Pokey ignorance, I like that. That sounds good. But what makes a shiny better than the normal version? What? You don't know what makes shiny You're trolling. No, that's bait. That's bait. Everyone knows what makes shiny Pokemon superior to non-shiny Pokemon. Right? I'm not even gonna warrant a response to that. You're memeing. You're memeing. Right? Everyone knows that shiny Pokemon are 10,000% stronger in every stat. That's a lie. There's no difference. They just have a different color. That's it. Sheerly just a different color palette. Not different patterns, not different styles. One of them doesn't have a bigger wing on one side or don't have anything extra on their head. It is simply just their color palette is different. That's it. Just a different color palette. It's the same textures, it's the same styles, everything is identical, stats identical, everything is identical. The only difference between a shiny Pokemon and a non-shiny Pokemon is a shiny Pokemon just is a different color than the normal Pokemon. That is it. There is no benefit to having shiny Pokemon. No benefit. It's clearly just a rare version of a Pokemon. If I go into battle with a shiny Freaky and you go into battle with a non-shiny Freaky, do I have any advantage over you? Except for my intimidation that I'm clearly a better Pokemon trainer because my Pokemon's shiny. Aside from that, no benefit whatsoever. Yeah, except my sheer presence of owning every shiny Pokemon I've ever wanted. So, you know, minus the intimidation factor, yeah, it's literally just a flex. That's it. It's just a flex. Yeah, you know, you just come in and drop in like fucking 6 alpha shiny Pokemon and you're playing online fucking PvP. You know, oh shit, this guy I'm playing against is a virgin, so he's probably really good at Pokemon. And I'm like, stop bullying me, man. Leave me alone. I'll have sex one day. I'm busy catching shiny Pokemon. Okay, I don't got time for sex, ma'am. You'll get a grandchild when I've caught every shiny Pokemon. Conversation I have weekly, believe it or not. But yeah, no benefit in shiny, just sheerly, yeah, just flex. That's it. All right, we haven't turned around and had a look to see if this Fruki's been here in a minute. Let's go have a look. Mr. Fruki, you're not as shiny. Let's go check the zone, see if there is any other shiny Pokemon in here. Maybe we'll get another shiny Flalinx, who looks like well-used anal beads. Google it, you'll see. I would do not Google those words I just said, but oh, we don't want to get too close because he'll actually despawn. Then we gotta wait. Nah. But yeah, we got a shiny Flalinx earlier on, so that was nice too. Nah, nothing there. Let's see, we got anything spawning in Wild Zone 5? Fruki and the Ampharos. Let's see. We're close enough to like the little wall zone in the bottom there. So we'll hear if like the Scolipede and shit is shiny. We've already got 2 Bellsprouts. Anybody here? Well, there's another Bunnelby. He's going in a Premier Ball. Any duplicate shiny Pokemon, I put in a Premier Ball, so I know that they're duplicate. I'll usually just trade them to people. Cool, 2 Bunnelbees. 1 for me, 1 to trade. Right, let's go check the rooftop on the other side as well. I'm flying. Trying to hunt for Fennekin and Salamence. Yeah, bench method up on that rooftop works out really, really good, man. I haven't done that yet. I haven't really done any, like, bench method using, you know, like Turbo Controller and a Rubber Band or a Macro Controller to hunt for shiny Pokemon yet. I do like just the actual interactions personally. And that one there is literally just hold backwards A, hold backwards A, hold backwards A. Mind-numbing. Mind-numbing. Not that this is less mind-numbing. It's literally walk forward, open menu, fast travel, walk forward, open menu, fast travel. But still. I feel like if I'm going for the Fennekin and the Salamence, I'm probably going to just like Turbo Controller that bitch. Because that one's just going to be really slow and boring. And at least for this one, I have many Pokemon I can be hunting for. No, nothing else up there. Just the Bunnelby. Right, let's move him around in our boxes. We now have multiple Bunnelbees. Also, love the multi-select feature in this game now. It means we can also multiply release Pokemon. Love it. Before, if you wanted to like mass releasing, you needed to have transfer your Pokemon to Pokemon Home and then mass release them over there. The fact that we can just do this now is so fucking nice. So nice. Yeah, so any shiny Pokemon I have in a Premier Ball is a Pokemon I already have a shiny of, so I'm going to use them for trading. So this Bellsprout is in a Premier Ball because we already have this guy. This Bunnelby also in one because we already got this guy. So any Pokemon I get duplicates of, they go in a Premier Ball. All the rest of the Pokemon, I like to try shiny match them. Yeah, big fan of that. Hey, we got Life coming in with that gifted sub in there. Thank you very much for the gifted sub, my good sir. Muchly appreciated. Thank you, thank you. StreamerBot and Kick, there's like some disconnect right now, so I'm not going to get any printouts for that. Unless, did I? Yeah, because you are connected. Yeah, just Kick and StreamerBot are just a little bit derpy today. Yesterday, chat app's not linking up. So, no printout, unfortunately. But thank you very much for the gifted sub, my good sir. Muchly appreciated. Thank you, thank you. And more fast traveling. Oh, yeah, we should run forward a bit easier. Let's see. Forward, fast travel back. If we're in the wall zone, when we open up our menu, it instantly puts us on the wall zone fast travel spot. It's quicker to do it this way. Thank you very much, sir. Why not evolve the other Bunnelby and have a shiny evolved form of it? I don't really care about a living dex too much. I know some people like to have one of each, like, you know, stage 1, 2, 3 kind of vibes for specific Pokemon. That's never really interested me because I'm like, I caught the original Pokemon and then I evolved it up. I've had the Pokemon through all those experiences, so I've never really cared about that one personally. That's where I draw the line, believe it or not. That's where I draw the line, I guess. Who would have guessed? How are you doing this without looking? I am walking forward, opening my map, and pressing A. I can memorize doing that. Yeah, I can memorize doing that. A, start. A. That's it. That's it. One-handed. I don't even need to use my analog stick. Spawn in. A. Go through the door. Pause menu. A. A. That's it. One-handed. Easy. Not looking at the Fruki. You don't need to look at a Pokemon for it to be a shiny. If he's a shiny, he'll be a shiny. Every time we fast travel, one of them spawns in. If I'm to fast travel, stop, turn, look, fast travel, stop, turn, look, and do that on repeat, that stop turning and looking, I could fast travel within that time. So it makes more sense to just like do a load of resets in a row and then check. Because best case scenario is I turn around and he was shiny 5 fast travels ago. Am I going to be mad that I fast traveled 5 more times? No, not at all. But if I'm to stop and check every single time, that's adding a delay before the next one. Right now, we're trying to maximize our encounters. And right now, this is the quickest way for doing it. So basically, I'll do this a lot. If I hear a shiny sound, if the Ampharos is a shiny, we'll hear it because he's directly behind me. We are within like 5 meters of him. So we'll hear that straight away. We'll turn around and instantly go catch him. For the Fruki, he is further away. So we will not hear his sound effect. So we do have to look. But as I said, if I'm to stop and look every single time, that adds a second here, a second there, a second here, a second there. And if you've been shiny hunting for an hour and you're adding an extra second into your shiny hunting every 5 seconds, that adds up to like 20 to 60 encounters that you missed out on in the exact same time frame. That's 60 more times you could have respawned them by just only turning around every now and again instead of every single time. So I'm just trying to maximize it right now because it said worst case scenario is he's shiny right now and I just don't know. And all I've done is wasted this amount of time. Or I turn around every single time and he's not shiny at all and I've just added significant more time to my window. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. Kind of Halo God, no big deal. I think you can handle the A button. I thought he was asking how am I doing this without looking. I was like, I'm pressing A, starting A. I'm not really doing that much, but he was talking about how am I hunting the Fruki without looking at the Fruki. It's like checking in when we do. It's like that makes a bit more sense. But I'll just check whenever. Yeah, every 10-ish or so minutes, because we're traveling between Wild Zone 16 and Wild Zone 5, there's quite a lot of Pokemon in this area between these 2 points. So honestly, within like 10 minutes of being in where I am, the odds of at least one Pokemon being shiny after just 10 minutes is actually pretty good. Like, we pretty much had a shiny Pokemon every 10 minutes we've been here. Like, pretty much, like, to the dot, which is pretty damn amazing. So, yeah, do it for like 10 minutes. Give a quick look, see where random Pokemon are shiny, checking in the Fruki and stuff like that, and then come back, do it for 10 minutes. Kind of small little intervals. I got a shiny Alpha Litleo after 5 minutes. Yeah, they're nice ones to shiny hunt. Literally just hold down on your controller. The thing is, about that Wild Zone, none of the Pokemon in that Wild Zone I really care too much about personally. Because I remember when the game first came out, people were like, whoa, AFK shiny hunting. You can get shiny Pokemon within 30 minutes every single time. I was like, there's a Fletchling, there's a Litleo, and then, you know, a couple other Pokemon in the proximity. I didn't really care about any of those Pokemon. Like, they are not on any of my lists for shiny hunting right now. So handy if you're trying to fill up your shiny decks, but I wasn't really all that arsed with it. All right, let's go give a look. Mr. Fruki, you will be shiny. Let's go into the zone and see if we have anything else. Any random wild Pokemon. You ever turn around in the shiny just because of muscle memory? Oh, yeah, of course. Like, you know, I could be doing something for like an hour, not miss a beat, and then just completely brain fart, and then just like skip like the exact methods I was doing and just be like, what the fuck am I doing? That's just me brain farting on a regular, if I'm being honest. Just making sure we don't want to get too close to him, because if we do, he will run away and then we'll wait for him to spawn back in. Will this method work on my OLED? The Switch Lite, Switch, and Switch OLED are the identical platform. There is no difference between them for games that they play and stuff like that. So, does this method work on the Nintendo Switch 1 is your question? Yes, of course it does. Yeah. The way Pokemon spawn in on the Nintendo Switch 2 and how Pokemon spawn in the Nintendo Switch 1 is the same. Yeah. Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch 1 is identical for the Switch Lite, the Switch OLED, and for the standard Switch. It's identical. There's no difference. So yeah, it will indeed work for you. Yeah, no difference. The only difference between the OLED Switch and a standard Switch is the OLED has a like less bezels around the screen and an OLED screen. But same hardware, run the same games at the same performance, same frame rate, identical in every way. Yeah, only difference is that screen. A little bit bigger, and it's a much nicer handheld screen. But except for that, exact same system. Oh, I thought that Pidgeot was shiny for a second. I don't think these Abras are within fast travel distance of us. Definitely going to be outside of the 50-meter mark, right? Oh, that Abra there, though. He's totally within distance. Cool. The Switch 2 should have been OLED. I'm a little bit sad that the Switch 2 didn't launch with an OLED, but it's for one very simple reason. They're going to launch an OLED version like next year. That's it. Simple as. They get the instant launch of the system. It's $450 price tag or whatever they sold it for. Then they're going to get the holiday sales, which is coming up. They're going to get the early January sales. And then, you know, they'll have X amount of sales trickling up and down throughout the year. And then it will start to slow down a little bit. And then they'll do a refresh. They'll do a light version, for example. They'll do an OLED version. They'll do some special editions of some sort. And, you know, that will then give them seasonal spikes in sales again. It's like, you know, what PlayStation used to do. PlayStation released their PlayStation. Then they bring out a Slim later on down the line, right? It was the exact same thing, same performance. It was just a little bit smaller and maybe had one or two little small things about it. Did it run your games better? No, it was the exact same. It's just a little bit smaller and maybe a different disk drive. I can't remember what they've done with some of them. But That's basically it. So it just allowed them to launch a Nintendo Switch 2 at the price point that they did, because if they launched the Switch 2 as an OLED, it would have been more expensive. And the Switch 2 is already a pretty expensive console as it is. Like, it costs the same price as like a fucking PS5 or an Xbox Series S or X. You know, like it's not cheap. It's worth the money in my opinion, but that's for you to decide. You know, what I spend my money on and what you spend your money on. We might not think they're worth the same values, but for me, it's been worth every penny. I've loved it. I'm a big fan. Big fan. But if they were to launch a Nintendo Switch 2 defaultly as an OLED screen, it would have been at least $50 to $80 more, pushing it up above that $520 mark more than likely as a launch console. That's kind of crazy. Where they launched the Switch as it was at the price point it was, it will sell a little bit better and sit a little bit better with people. Already, the Switch 2 coming in at its current price point, there was many people chatting shit about that. And just, if you don't like it, just don't buy it. Simple as, right? You know, not as easy to say for everybody, but, you know, if something's too expensive, don't buy it. Simple as. I can't afford a Ferrari. Am I bitching that I hate Ferraris? No, I just can't afford one because I'm broke. Simple as. But it's definitely a strategy play. They're going to launch the Switch 2 at the price point that they were happy with, at a price point that they knew was going to sell. The system is the fastest selling game console ever. So they clearly hit their price margin that they needed to. I don't know if it's the most profitable console ever. I'm not sure how much of a profit they're making each system. But as I said, like next year or whenever they decide to, there'll be some form of a refresh. They'll do like a Switch Lite again, which will be a cheaper, more affordable, handheld only version like they done with the Nintendo Switch 1. Or they'll release an OLED version, which will have less bezels and it will have an OLED screen. Because the OLED screen is definitely fucking nice. Very, very nice. But we just gotta wait and see what they do. You tried the Next Playground? What's that? Okay, cool. Yeah, what the fuck is Next Playground? I can't afford a down payment on a Hershey's bar? Fucking Hershey's bar. Bro, those things ain't cheap though. Bro, some chocolate is mad crazy. That chocolate like import duties? Like fucking import duties on chocolate? Get out of here. Did you ever get your shiny Beldum from Teleporter? Fuck yeah, we did, man. Yes, we did. Unfortunately, we were not able to catch him in a heavy ball because it turns out catching a Beldum in a heavy ball is literally impossible. There's a 0% chance you can do it. So yeah, I wasted like over an hour of my life trying to do that. That sucked. Yeah. If the Switch 2 is as large as the OLED for the Switch 1, so I think the Switch 1 and the Switch 1 OLED body sizes are identical. The only difference is the Switch 1 has bigger bezels around the screen, where the Switch 1 OLED has less bezels, but the screen is bigger. So I assume if they're doing a Switch 2 OLED, it will be the exact same because they need them to fit in the same dock. They need the Joy-Cons to work for them. They need the carry cases to work for them. So the Switch 2 and the Switch 2 OLED body size will be identical, but the screen size will be bigger. That's exactly how they done it for the Switch 1. The Nintendo Switch 1 and the Switch 1 OLED, exact same size, but the screen was bigger. So the screen to body ratio, that's what they changed on it. And also gave it an OLED screen, which is visually much nicer screen. It's not running the games a higher frame rate or a higher fidelity, but just the screen itself is nicer, right? Imagine you buy a cheap 4K TV and someone buys a super expensive 4K QD OLED Samsung 4K TV. They're both 4K, but one of them's going to look a lot better than the other. You know, they're still playing the same content on them, right? It's still the same hardware in the background, but, you know, that display does look nicer. It's not running the game a higher fidelity in any way whatsoever, so there's nothing there. But because it's also an OLED screen, it's actually a bit more battery optimized too. So the OLED actually ends up having a better battery life, which is also very nice combo. You get a slightly larger screen. It's like half an inch around the entire thing, which... I don't know about you, but half an inch around the whole thing, I wouldn't say no for that. I'm just saying. The screen. And then, of course, OLED screen just looks nice. It's bigger, it looks nicer, and it's better battery optimized too. So, win, win, win. But the OLED is only beneficial in handheld mode. You put that thing in a dock, there is no benefit to owning the OLED. Zero. Yeah, the OLED, you only get the benefits out of the OLED Nintendo Switch 1 while it's in handheld mode. If you dock it, you get zero benefits. Zero. You are just on a standard Switch 1. That's it. Yeah, sure, I'm the screen. That's it. You can play Fruit Ninja on it, and it maps your body, meant for moving and jumping. Oh, Jesus. Fucking full body workout. I'll be dying, bro. I fucking play Beat Saber, and I'm sweating my arse off. Next Playground is a motion-controlled, active video game system that connects to a TV, allowing families to play games using their body movement instead of a physical controller. Fun. I've played some stuff like that back ages ago. Dying. Oh. How could the Switch 2 even get an OLED? The OLED is just the screen. It's just a handheld screen, and that's it. Yeah, the Nintendo Switch 1 and the Switch 1 OLED, it's not more powerful. It's not like a PlayStation 5 and a PS5 Pro. It's not what it is. It runs the games at the exact same, identical. The only difference is it just uses a different display for handheld. That's it. No difference. Wii Fit was legendary. We used to have this one we played back ages ago on like the PlayStation 2. And it was like a party game one like that. And it used like a PlayStation 2 little camera as well. Can't remember what it was called, but it was a funny game. Good laugh. Yeah, VR without the VR, kind of, yeah. Just uses you. Right, let's have a quick look. Mr. Fruki, why aren't you a shiny boy yet? Anyone else around here? See anyone else in that zone? Any flailings close enough? If it would have been that guy. Right, let's check out this zone real quick. Hello? Any little Pidgeys or anything? Pidgeots up there? Doesn't sound it. If there's any other shinies, they'll be right here. No. No shinies. We go again. Again, the only shinies we really care about is the Ampharos and that Fruki right now. No one else. No one else. I got my 9-year-old, her first PS5 Pro. She's jamming on Roblox. Kind of has me thinking, Jesus Christ, bro. A PS5 Pro to play Roblox. Can't you just play that on your phone? Can't you just play Roblox on your phone? Jesus Christ. So let me get this right. You wanted a PS5 Pro. Right? Don't lie to me, life. You wanted a PS5 Pro. But honey, it's so she can play Roblox. Sure. Who gets more playtime on it, you or her? You're like me. I get more playtime on it. I get more. Shush, my wife is right. I mean, yeah, man, Roblox, like, honestly, super demanding game. Super demanding. Like, it's crazy. You used to be able to play it off of, like, an old mobile phone, and, man, now, honestly, but that, you got Roblox running a PS5 Pro? Bro, good job. You're running on a budget there on that one. Good job. You making that work? Good. Super demanding. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. Yeah, that's like, God, that's to run that game on a good PC, at least a couple $1,000. Getting that running a PS5 Pro, good job, man. Really impressive. Good use of money. That's what I meant to say. Good jeez. So silly. PS5 for Roblox is insane. Hey, his money. Let him spend whatever he likes, man. Right? Simple as. Pretty funny, though. Oh, let me... Yes, I need to add something. Where's my puppet for you? Sorry, I'm like doing stuff in the background at the same time. Paste. So bye-bye. You get that. You get that. Baby. Bum, bum, bum. Sorry, I'm just doing some stuff on my side real quick. Cool. Alright, I'm done doing what I'm doing. Not gonna lie, Roblox looks really good in the PS5. Looks like I'm watching the Kardashians. Roblox is one that I'm like still incredibly ignorant about. Like, you know, I see like random clips of Roblox and stuff like that, and it looks like budget Minecraft, Fortnite kind of stuff that's made for kids. But then also you see like these random creations and it's entire games made inside of it. The same way like Fortnite has the UEFN engine and people can create games inside of Fortnite. Roblox has something incredibly similar. But man, people have like remade like Call of Duty inside Roblox, and it genuinely looks better than Call of Duty. And then I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, this is the same? How is this the same? It's kind of crazy. I've never went into researching or actually looking up anything about Roblox because, well, you're either a child or a pedophile. That's kind of the way I see it right there. So I've never really paid any attention to Roblox because of those reasons I just said. Just nice and simple. It's a game for children. And I know, you know, Pokemon's for kids and Minecraft's for kids, but that is a game for kids. Grown adults. Again, coming from someone who's ignorant, doesn't know anything about Roblox, that is for kids. Grown adults should not be on Roblox. But again, there is probably so many things I do not know about it in the slightest because of my, well, purposeful ignorance. I just could, but I don't want to because it's for kids, and I'm going to leave it at that. But I've seen some bad shit. I've seen some random clips and stuff on my feed. I'm like, that's Roblox? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, do I need to pay attention to this? And I'm like, nah, no, I don't. I'm like, nah, I don't need to pay attention to that. Not at all. Okay, right. Shiny Fruki. Alpha Fruki? No Shiny Fruki up. Bro, if we get an Alpha Shiny Fruki, nut. Big nut. That would be really nice. So bye-bye. And we continue to fast shuffle. So yeah, I think after we get the Fruki and the Ampharos, or even at least one of them, I think I want to go hunting for Shiny Eevee next, which is going to be an even harder grind. And then I think after that, maybe one or two specific shinies, but I am thinking about going for a fossil hunt next after those. That's what I'm thinking. I want Shiny Eevee, and this game keeps giving me Kangaskhan's. Kangaskhan's pretty cool, and there's now the Mega Kangaskhan too, where the baby actually gets out of the sack. Now that's terrifying. So I wouldn't mind one of those. But yeah, after I get 5 of them, maybe I'll be saying different. Yeah, maybe not. 99 Nights in the Forest is actually crazy. My kid is a master. I have no idea what that is. Is that a game mode in Roblox? As I said, I know nothing about Roblox at all. Nada. Use your camera app. I'm good, game. Thanks. It's a game mode in Roblox. Yeah, no idea what any of that is. 99 nights in the forest. Literally means nothing. You could just make up and say anything and add in Roblox at the end of it. I have no idea. Like, at all. Which I guess is a good thing, as I said. Yeah, probably a good thing. That I know nothing about it. I'm seeing the Alpha Bell sprite just every time I spawn in directly in front of me. Terrifying. What are you hunting for? Fruki and Ampharis. Yeah, we got a few other random shinies while we've been here. But they're the specific ones you want. I want them good. I want them bad. Kind of want them, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. Good morning, Babin Jack. Good morning to yourself, Sibin. How's your morning been treating you so far, sir? Terrifying. Just checking in the other guys every now and again, seeing who's there, you know? Doing a shiny only run on a second profile at the moment. 13 hours in and have 2 shinies. Nice, and I assume no shiny charm with 13 hours of gameplay. God, just the battles take longer than that. Pain. You're gonna go for a second shiny charm? It's gonna be near impossible with a shiny only fucking playthrough. God. Gotta get 50 normal types, 50 fairy types, 50 dragon types, and you can only catch shinies? Are you only battling with shinies or only catching shinies? Yeah, like, can you catch any Pokemon, but you can only battle with the shinies? I think you should be restricted to only being able to catch shinies. Nothing else. I'm not even rank Y yet, just running back and forth since you can't fast travel. Oh, you're just straight up just trying to get a party to begin with. Yeah, that might take a while. Do you have any, do you have a specific team that you can, like, fill up your party with quickly? Like, ideally, you want to get to that wild zone with the tower as quickly as possible, right? Hold down on your fucking analog stick, and you got quite a few shinies right there you could just fill your party with. But you got to do quite a few things before you get to that. Whatever Wild Zone 1 gives me is going to be my team for a while. Enjoy that. Enjoy. God. Wild Zone 1. Weedle. Pichu. Still Pidgey and stuff. Yeah, enjoy. Enjoy. Are you using a macro controller? I do have a macro controller. I'm manually doing this right now, though. The only time I've really used my macro controller was to finish off some of the battles I still had remaining. I had like 400 and something remaining, so I used it for that. But except for that, I like to play the game. But that, I'm here. Doing this. Yeah, for this one, I've only got to use just the right side of my controller. Don't need to use my analog stick. Press A, press start, press A. That's it. Spawn in, A. Start, A. And that's it. So I don't even need to use my analog stick, because when I press A, it just puts me into the wild zone. I press start, it then automatically has me lined up over Wild Zone 5, so I don't even have to press my analog stick. This works out kind of nice. That's a crazy fit. Kimono and Chucks is diabolical. Is that what boots I have on right now? I don't even know. I like them. They're luminous. Yeah, because I got that in the visor. Yeah, I got a funky setup going on. I like it. Got an environmental class here in 30 minutes. Is that a good thing? Yeah, is that a good thing? What is you waiting for? I'm waiting for a shiny Pokemon spawn in. Ampharos and Fruki. So yeah, we'll get an audio cue for the Ampharos because of how close he is to me. The Fruki, we need to turn and have a look for him. But I'm not turning and looking every single time because that's just wasting so much time for no reason. Yeah. The faster I do this, the more Frukis spawn in. The more Frukis that spawn in, the faster I get the shiny. If I stop to turn around and look every single time for the Fruki, that is adding seconds every single time. And seconds doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're shining here for an hour and you're adding in 3 seconds every 5 seconds, that takes the amount of Pokemon you could have encountered in an hour down by nearly 40%. You could have encountered 40% more Pokemon by just only turning around once every now and again. That's a lot more Pokemon you can encounter in the same time. So yeah, just checking every now and again. Again, if we get the Ampharos, he's directly behind me. We will get an audio cue for him. The Fruki, we're going to manually checking him. You got the Shiny Charm? But of course. Yeah. 100%. You're doing Shiny Hunts like this for Pokemon that have singular spawns? Shiny Charm, man. God, good luck. Shiny Hunting a Fruki with 1 in 4,000 odds? No, thank you. Shiny Hunting a Fruki with 1 in 1,000 odds? A bit more reasonable. Yeah, a bit more reasonable. They want us to report every spill we make. That's too much paperwork. Oh, God. Enjoy that, man. No, thank you. Everyone just sit and nod and then go back to working like normal. Yeah, no thank you. Hope with the DLC, we get a better Eevee spawn, because one spawn at a time is just frustrating. Is what it is, man. It's kind of like Wild Zone 20 and trying to get some of the starter Pokemon, you know? There's only a maximum of 2 of them, of each of their typing, but you also don't know which ones are spawning in. Like, you could have a Totodile spawn in there, you could have a Squirtle spawn in there. Kind of like that, I guess. I like it. Shiny Hunting is very, very easy in this game. So I like that there's a few Pokemon that are a bit of a pain in the ass. That's why I'm strangely kind of looking forward to Shiny Hunting for the Tyrant. Tyrant? Yeah. Just found a shiny Alpha Fruki. Oh my G. Very nice, sir. Very nice. Did you get the new DLC bundle that came out? I got the bundle the day the game came out. Have they added in a new bundle? Or is it just the exact same bundle as day one? Because there was the bundle the day the game came out. Well, there's the bundle before the game came out, but I bought it the day of. I don't pre-order stuff because I just buy it on the day. It's digital goods. They never run out, you know? I don't like companies to know they have my money before they've, like, provided me with something. Or until the last possible moment. Let's see, actually. Mr. Fruki, you will eventually be shiny up there. I do indeed demand it. Do we have anybody else around here? Oh, hey, look at that. There's a shiny boy. It's not the Alpha. You shall still go catch him. Heal ball. Ha! Pretty. Not the one we're looking for, but I'll still take it. I'm going to check what's in here, because there's a few Pokemon that can spawn in proximity as well. All the way down to, like, the Scolipede. Let's see. If there's going to be a likely shiny, it's going to be right here in this area. No. We can get Rooftop, including maybe the Abra. Don't know if we'll hear the Abra from here or not, if it's shiny. And then the Scolipede. That's either a Pidgey, Abra, or the Scolipede. Which means we gotta go around. This is why we check. What's it gonna be? What's it good? No, genuinely, what the fuck is it gonna be? He's got a second Eevee? Fuck yeah. What you doing for a second one? What's it been evolved into? We're getting a Scully boy. Another one. Okay, this guy's going in a Premier Ball because we've already got one. If I get too big of shinies, they always go in Premier Balls. That way I know which ones I should be trading and which ones I shouldn't. We're still going to go check the roof, because there still might be a shiny right up there as well. We'll see. More than likely just him that we spotted. I will get you, Mr. Shiny Abra. Just not right now. Not looking like it. Nope. Just a little Venipede boy. Okay. 2 shinies. Neither of which we want. We want this guy here to be a shiny. And the Mareep is still pretty nice. Well, the Fluff, because it's already evolved, right? Stats, all right. And the fact we can catch him in a ball that we want, always nice as well. Multi-select, Y to move, love that. So nice we can just move people around like that now. This is the box of all our shinies so far. So shiny, 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 shiny. Our Dragonite and our Garchomp is not shiny. Everyone else in our party right now is shiny. And then every single person in this box is also a shiny too. Slowly getting more and more. But we don't have that Fruki yet. I do want that guy. You choose Gary for my evolution. I'm assuming your first one was an Umbreon, right? Glaceon is just another, is just a more faded look of Glaceon, right? Glaceon is just like a lighter blue, right? So, a bit boring on that one. Espeon is great. That's a very neon-y green. Definitely stands out. Flareon, just a little bit more of a paler color as well. I'd say go for Sylveon, man. Fairy type move and evolve it. Yeah, I think a Sylveon. Fairy type evolution, man. So many dragons in this game. Song reminds you of skating? Yeah. It's absolutely like some like Bam Majira shit as well, isn't it? Good song. What about the shiny from last week that took over 40 minutes? The Beldum? Yeah. That's the Metagross at the end of my party. I evolved him. Yeah. He's literally the guy at the very end of my party right now. And we got that boy. That's this guy right here. That's the shiny Metagross. Yeah, he was the first Pokemon we actually hunted when we got our shiny charm. For this, you still use stones to evolve Eevee? Depends on the evolution. So for Umbreon and Espeon, they need to be on max friendship. Evolve at nighttime for Umbreon, evolve at daytime for Espeon. So the way it was in that generation. For the originals, it is still the stone. Leaf Stone. Leaf Stone for Leafeon, obviously. Ice Stone for Glaceon. Fire for Flareon, Thunderstone for Jolteon, Waterstone for Vaporeon, so all those still identical. And then for Sylveon, it's Evolve with Max Friendship, and they need to have a Fairy type move on them. So yeah, it's Stones for most of the evolutions, and then Umbreon, Espeon, and Sylveon is Max Friendship, and then a tick needs to be hit. So daytime, nighttime, or a fairy type move. And then that will determine which evolution that one then evolves into. Done. Nice. That was quick. How'd you get max friendship that quickly on it? What the fuck? He was fast. He'd go just like drink like 500 coffees. Good for you. Cafe. Yeah. Fair. That's what I done last time as well. I might have drank more coffees than was necessary by the sounds of it. So what do we think? How long until we get either this Alpha Ampharos shiny or the Fruki? How long are we thinking? How'd you like your coffee? Black and strong, like I like my men. No milk. Iced. Big iced coffee fan. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of hot coffee. I got a little bitch mad. It burns my tongue. Ow. Yeah, iced coffee, black. Stronger the better. Cold brew, go to. Iced Americano, second go to. That's it. Did you catch him in the heavy ball? So, turns out we spent over an hour trying to catch the Metang? Beldum. The Beldum in the heavy ball. Turns out a Pokemon that is under 100 kg, which a Beldum is under 100 kg, believe it or not, gives you minus 20 points to their catch rate. Basically, long story short, catching a Beldum in a heavy ball is a 0% catch rate. It's actually a negative catch rate, but you can't really go below 0. That's 0. But yeah, literally impossible to catch a Beldum in a heavy ball. We tried to catch it in heavy ball for over an hour using every possible combination. Sneak attacks, knockouts, paralyzes, freeze, low health with status effects, knockouts, all the combos we could have possibly done. Tried for about an hour and 20 minutes, actually, in every way you could possibly think of. Yeah, turns out it is literally impossible to catch a Beldum in a heavy ball. Not possible. Yeah. Would Alpha Beldum be over 100? Every Pokemon is different. They don't have an exact weight to them. Yeah, you get an Alpha Beldum that weighs 89. I could get an Alpha Beldum that weighs 71, right? Pokemon all have their own generated stats. If I go over and catch one of the... Like, if I go catch this boy right here, and then you come over and catch this guy here as well, at the exact same level, at the exact same time, they have completely different base stats than each other. And that goes in for weight and size and everything else as well. So, it could, but doesn't mean it will. Hey, baby. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Give me a kiss. Show boobs. Show boobs. I got some chicky dips. Very nice. I got some chicken selects. Hey, is anybody in the stream hungry? If so, look at this. I just got me chicken dippers. Yeah, boy. It's currently 4 p.m. in the day. And, of course, Dippy Dip. Not just one Dippy Dip. I'm a sauce fiend. 2 Dippy Dips. Yeah, sweet and smoky barbecue. Very tasty. I'm looking forward to that. I will not eat a single spicy chicky tender until I get my shiny Pokemon. That's a lie. I'm going to eat it before that. I might not get the shiny I'm looking for quite a while. I literally had no breakfast. Oh, you know what they say about that? Should have had breakfast. I had like a small bowl of cereal today. That was it. Too busy with Ash. She was sick this morning twice. I wasn't even sure if I was going to be live today. But she's good now. 6 months later. Controller mode, best mode for battles. Let's go. So much more chill. Oh, did you get the 8-bit dough as well? I remember somebody was saying on the last stream that they were picking up one. Or it was arriving really soon. Nice. Yeah, sucks to suck, nerd. We need another Lose stream? Yeah, it's just hard timing. You know, she's a full-time job. She's like a normal person. And then we get a child as well. So usually by the time I'm done streaming and Lose done working, she doesn't want to come on cam and, you know, perform for the stream. She wants to sit on the sofa, watch some shit. And honestly, so do I. So do I. You know, she doesn't work on Saturdays or Sundays, but they're her days where she's full-time mama mode. I stream on Saturdays and Sundays. Lou doesn't work on Saturdays or Sundays, so Lou is with Ash all day. Well, I'm there from the morning up until like 1 p.m. So she's just 1 p.m. until 7 p.m. It's just her and Ash together. And then, you know, I don't stream Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So Tuesdays and Wednesday from 7 a.m. to about 7 p.m. That's me all day. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, boom, 100%. And then usually pretty much every morning as well as me, and Lou joins in on some mornings depending on how her work is that morning. Sometimes she gets away with it. It's pretty nice. But yeah, like, by that time of the day, when she's done working, like, weekday, like, she's working. So it's got to be after hours. Weekend, she mama mode. Busy. Not doing that. She's a full day of childcare. She ain't coming on stream and having a laugh. We sitting down, we watching something, we go in bed. We going to bed. Ash is a lot, man. Ash is a lot. She's so much. My 8-bit Do Pro Controller 3 is on back order. Pain. I was looking in to see what the difference between the 8-bit Do Pro 2, which is the one I have, and the Pro 3 was. And by the looks of it, it has like 2 extra buttons on the top. And it's mainly the software. But oh, it also comes with like a little docking station, which looks really nice for charging it, actually. Just have it on your desk, pop it into the dock. Really, really handy. But the main thing is it uses their software is the Ultimate software. It uses the version 2.0 software, which opens up some easier macros and a few small software things. But it just got a firmware update today. And with the 8-bit Do Pro 3 controller, if you pick up your controller and shake it, it will turn on your Nintendo Switch. That's kind of cool. So yeah, it has its own auto wake feature. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But by the looks of it, the main difference between the Pro 2 and the Pro 3 is the Pro 2 just has more software features behind it. And some of them are nice, like for setting up your own custom macros. Like right now for the Pro 2, you just go in and through the software, you literally are like, A, wait half a second, B, do this, forward, do this. On the 8-bit Do Pro 3, you can literally just open software and press the buttons you want in the timing you want it to be, and then it will match that. So it will just automatically do that for you. So a few things like that are really, really nice. Have you gone into the Mega Dimensions area? Nobody has. It doesn't come out until December 10th. Nighttime. Fruki and Alpha Ampharis. We have the shiny Mareep that you just get from a side mission, but I'm not the original trainer on that one, so I don't give a fuck. We did just get a random shiny Flaffy, so I'm the original trainer on that one, so yeah, fine. But I wouldn't mind the Alpha one, and I'm still going to be shiny hunting for the Fruki. So if the Ampharis spawns in at the same time, why not? Yeah, why not? But yeah, the Mega Dimension areas are not available in game yet because the trailer for that was only shown yesterday. So the trailer was yesterday. The DLC doesn't go live for another month. Just over a month, actually. So we still got a little bit of time before that. Just a little bit. I don't think either of these areas have... Well, I don't believe... Area 5 has different Pokemon that spawn at nighttime, but Area 16 does have a couple Pokemon. It has like the barnacle guys that spawn in, right? When that comes out, does it add more story mode or just another Pokemon area? Just watch the trailer, bro. You get all the info you need. Yeah, watch the trailer. Yeah, you get all the info. I'm gonna open my window, it's warm. Oh, hot. There we go. Better get some air in the stream room, man. With no handlebars. Ah, some of these shiny Pokemon are boring to hunt. That's the only thing. Sweaty Pokemon runs, yeah. Bro, the Nintendo Switch 2 actually puts out a little bit of heat. That thing's no joke. That shit's basically like, remember like a PS4 when you were trying to run like fucking like Cyberpunk or something like that? It's like that. It's funny. It's silent, but man, you put your hand over it, you can feel those fans. It's funny. Yeah. I just used my Master Ball. I deleted my Master Ball the second I got it because funny. But you can't delete it, so I caught a random Magikarp and then released the Magikarp, which deletes the Pokeball that it's in as well. Why? Because funny. Now, I got no use for a Master Ball. Get out of here. I don't need that. Do you ever have a PS3 that sounds like... I never owned the PS3, but yeah, I've heard some of those guys. Woo. Woo. Yeah, we were what was our game library as we were growing up as kids? We had a Sega Genesis, was my first ever console. We then went from that to Game Boy, original Game Boy. Then I bought, after my birthday, I had some money and I bought a Game Boy Color. And I got Pokemon Yellow then. I had Pokemon Red on the non-Game Boy Color. And then I got the Game Boy Color and I bought Pokemon Yellow. And I had that. Then went from the Game Boy to the Game Boy Advance. We then had the PlayStation 1 and then the PlayStation 2. We then had a family PC, which I played World of Warcraft on. Primarily World of Warcraft, pretty much literally nothing else on it. Pretty much only World of Warcraft was all I played on that thing. Then we had an Xbox 360, which we got for one of the... I say we, it was me. It was my Xbox. No one else cared about fucking games at that stage. My sister was way older and she didn't give a fuck. And my little brother was younger and he didn't have an interest to that level. So it was me. So yeah, it was Xbox 360 then. Then Xbox One. Then I bought a gaming laptop. Then I bought a PS4. So I had like a gaming laptop. So I had like PC when I was first streaming. I used a gaming laptop for streaming and gaming. And then I had an Xbox One and a PS4. So I had all the exclusives and stuff for playing and streaming, depending on what we were playing. Because Call of Duty were then exclusive to PlayStation. They got early access to stuff. So I needed that for the Call of Duty games. My PC for all my PC games. But I needed my Xbox for all my Xbox games. So I had all of them. And then Nintendo Switch 1. Then PS5, then Nintendo Switch 2. And that's every game console I've ever owned. And of course, I then upgraded to a full-on PC and stuff like that throughout that entire time frame as well. But for console-wise, that was the setup for everything. Why are you reciting all the time? Read the stream title. Warcraft was the jam. World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft. MMORPG. Yeah, fuck your RTS. Is that what Warcraft was? Yeah, World of Warcraft. But no, I never played any of the MOBAs/RTSs. Just never really interested me. Never vibed with them. Quitting WoW was the best life choice ever made, really? God, I have some amount of hours in that game. Like, a stupid amount of hours. So many. So many hours in World of Warcraft. It's nuts. I think my most played games ever go Halo 3, Oblivion, World of Warcraft. And each of those are in insane numbers. So we ballparked it out, me and my friends one time, how many hours I actually had in Halo. There's no way of seeing your playtime on Halo 3 at that stage. They didn't track gameplay the same kind of way. But we averaged out, because we could go onto my Halo record and I could see public matches, ranked matches, and then custom games that I played. So we kind of averaged them all out, give or take. You know, some custom games might have been just loading in and clicking back out while I was doing stuff. Some custom games could have been an hour, 2 hours in length, so a big difference in there. Most online multiplayer matches anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes, maximum 12. So we kind of went in and we lowballed it. We lowballed it. And in Halo 3, I had 1.5 years of gameplay. Not hours. Years. Yeah. I didn't play it for 1.5 years. I had 1.5 years of gameplay. And that was us lowballing it. Yeah. Potentially higher. Yeah. That was quite a lot. 1.5 years. How many hours is that? What's 1.5 years in hours? A little over 13,000 hours in just one singular game. And again, that was lowballing it. It could honestly be up to 16,000. That would be more realistic. But on the lowball, because there's certain things that we couldn't really fully calculate in there, on the rough estimate on the lowball, 13,000 hours. Yeah. Just on Halo. And just on Halo 3. Not including Halo 2, not including Halo Reach. Just Halo 3. Which was significantly my most played Halo game. Way more. So much. So much Halo. So much World of Warcraft. So much Oblivion. God, those games have shaped me as a human being, which is crazy. So much. Best is life. Is my viewer count right? Why is our kick view so low? Does that need to be refreshed? Chat, what's our view count coming up for you guys? I don't have my dashboard open. I don't really pay too much attention to what my actual viewer count is, but that can't be right. Testes. I need to restart my stream. I don't really pay attention to viewer count or anything, but that seems significantly lower for a Friday at this time while playing Pokemon. Did notifications go out? Discord notification went out, which usually means everything else went out. Maybe kick notifications didn't go out? Yeah, my Discord notification went out. I don't really know what kick's like for app notifications and shit like that. Best is life. I don't give a damn what you say. I might just restart the stream on Kick in a second. Maybe notifications didn't go out or some shit. I don't know. It's Kick. Who knows? Sometimes the mobile apps just completely break. I joined from the Kick app notification. Okay, that's good that you got the noti from there. Yeah, I wonder if only like a percentage of our viewer base got notified, maybe? It just seems strangely low. I'll let you just do a stream restart in a minute. I'm in no big rush. Like, whatever. Might just be a quiet night. No, I'm just washed. Everyone just decided not to watch me at the same time. That's all it was, yeah. Yeah, many people together just all made the same choice. Oh, man, I just seen those glowing red eyes. If we could get an alpha shiny Fruki, that'd be fucking sick. All right, let's see. We have any random shinies in here? Abra Pidgeot on the roof would be nice. Let's listen. Oh, okay. There is 3 Pokemon that shiny could be. Yeah, that could be a Pidgeot, an Abra, or whatever Scolopede's pre-evolution is. Let's go check it. We'll go catch this thing, and then we'll restart our Kick stream. I was a-running. Electrike 2? I could be wrong, but I believe he's too far away. Okay, it's not you. That's a pretty good... Oh, although, is there Electrikes right there? I was just thinking of the Electrikes up on the roof up here, but no, I think you are right. It could be an Electrike as well, actually, yeah. Yeah, you're right on that one. Yeah, if he's on the floor. Because there is Electrikes right there. I think there is. I don't have a shiny Electrike, so I'll take it. I see one Electrike. Doesn't look like he's shiny. That Abra is not. There's one Abra here, and there's one Abra there. I think this guy's too far away from our original spawn. Not the Pidgeot's Abra? Oh. Huh. Oh. What? Okay. He didn't look very shiny from the distance he was at. Don't attack me, sir. You are going into a quick ball because your colors match perfectly. Thank you, my good sir. Yeah, it was literally exactly what you said. Good call, man. Oh, yeah, I didn't even think of what his colors was when he was evolved. Well, he goes into that one. He's not a Pokemon I'm going to even be using in my party. Because if I'm using electric Pokemon, it's going to be the Ampharos. So, yeah, it's unfortunately not. He's going to live in my box for the rest of his life. Things your mother said to me? I said what I said. Fight me. More shinies for the box. Right, I suppose let's restart our kick stream real quickly, and we'll be back live in a momento. Just because I don't know if Noti's fully went out or not. Our views seem significantly low. So yeah, gonna take a quick 2-minute break. Just gonna restart my stream and stuff like that. I'm gonna eat some of my chicky nuggies that are here as well, and I'll be back in like 2 minutes. See you guys in a sec. Quick pause. Stream is not over. Just doing a quick restart on my side. So yeah, see you guys in uno momento.